Everyone, I'm Susan Guthrie, the host of the Divorce and Beyond podcast and one of the leading divorce attorneys in the country. And I wanted to answer the question that I hear from so many people. In fact, I heard it from someone just this morning. When can I date when I'm getting divorced? And this is a really common question that we get from people who are facing divorce. There's something about being in a situation where your marriage is ending, you're facing a future where you're uncoupled, and many people react by wanting to get coupled back up again. So here's the answer that I have given to clients for the more than 30 years that I've been practicing law. And that is, it's really a two-pronged answer. The first answer is the legal one, and that is, what effect is it going to have on your divorce if you're dating during your divorce? And from a legal perspective, not much. If you're dating during your divorce and your marriage has already ended, in fact, you filed for divorce, you're moving toward a divorce, and you're out and you're dating, the court doesn't take much notice of that, because it's natural and normal that people might be moving on in their divorce, in their life, as their divorce unfolds. Now, I will say there's a little caveat to that. If you go out and are dating and you're being extravagant, you are spending a lot of money on a new significant other or on dates. You know, you're flying off on extravagant vacations, you're out buying them gifts, and you're using marital funds to do that, that can raise an eyebrow. That can be considered dissipation of marital assets, and you may end up having to reimburse your ex-spouse for part of that. Now, flip side, you are also going to find there's an entirely different side and answer to this question, and that is the practical aspect of dating during divorce. And that is, it is probably one of the worst things that you can do during your divorce to slow things down, because no matter how your ex feels about getting a divorce, they wanted it, they asked for it, they're upset about it, whatever end of the spectrum they are on or somewhere in the middle, no one likes it when their spouse is dating someone else. It brings up all different kinds of primal emotional complications. It brings up issues of third parties being around children. It brings up something I call, I don't want him, you can't have him syndrome. And it is the one thing that is sure to raise the emotional level of your divorce to DEFCON and drag your divorce out. So here's the final tip that I give to all clients. If you can hold off on dating while the divorce is going on, give yourself the grace of some space and perhaps recognize that you might not be in the right emotional or headspace to be entering into a new relationship. Put your time and energy into restructuring your family in a healthy way, and then focus perhaps on the next relationship in your life. But if you must date, be discreet. Do not rub it in the face of your soon-to-be ex. Do not go to places where your mutual friends are going to see you. Do not be overt about it. You only hurt yourself and then your children, because if you upset your spouse as you're going through this divorce process, they are going to become more emotional. It's going to be harder to settle your divorce, and your kids get caught in the middle. So the answer to when you can date is, if you have to, be discreet, don't spend a lot of money, and better case scenario, wait until your divorce is final. Tune in next week and I'll have another tip for you coming.